Well, we're taking this opportunity today because we are launching our global marathon, Global Engineering Marathon. And we have two of our panelists here who are experts in the field of thinking about science and thinking about education and thinking about how we connect populations to the excitement of science. And so we're going to take a few minutes to have some of their thoughts about, first of all, about the Global Engineering Marathon, and then just really about the state of science, technology, engineering, and math education here. So I'm going to start with Ruth Farmer. Ruth, could you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
My name is Ruth Farmer. I'm with the National Center for Women in Information Technology, and I've been working in this women in engineering space for about, I guess, 9 years now, since 2001. And I sort of ironically came into the world of technology. I ended up in a marketing job at a robotics company, and that's sort of where I learned to speak engineer. And I think I probably should have been a mechanical engineer, but since I missed that train, I'm instead working to increase the number of girls that know and they can become engineers. I think what's fantastic about the Global Marathon is, one, the idea of connecting women all over the world in this conversation and having this be a global event, because surprisingly, actually, other countries around the world, like India and Saudi Arabia, are doing much, much better than the United States. And in a few months, we're going to be having a meeting on the global status of women in technology, and we're looking at how can the United States learn from practices that have been implemented in other countries that have been successful to bring, scores of women into technology in India and other countries. So I think it's great that this is a worldwide event.
Great, thank you. Well, we've got Leslie Collins with us as well, and she is the executive director of eWeek,
Right.
and really is the person who put this all together and led us to the leadership position that Motorola is taking this year. So I'd love to have your perspective on the day and also your vision for the overall event.
I would say, first of all, thank you very much, and thanks to Leslie Jones and the entire Business Council team, because they have done a wonderful job. And we're a lot about providing the ideas and the framework for outreach in STEM, but it's really up to every organization or individual to take that and run with it and innovate on top of that framework. And I think Motorola has done a fabulous job with the event today. We're grateful. In terms of my vision for the marathon, what Ruth said about connecting women globally has been our immediate vision. Keeping the conversation going is where we want to be. So I'm hoping that, and we've seen evidence of it so far, that the virtual committees that are planning the events around the world will stay connected over the course of the next year and even beyond. And maybe some of the same global leaders will come back to help organize again, or they will have handed off to the next leaders, but be there to support them and to really create this network. And we hear from people outside the United States that these opportunities, networking opportunities, don't exist the way they do here. And one of the women in the UK who was organizing it said in her way, women here don't put their heads above the parapet. And I thought that was kind of interesting. They tend to work, and Ruth certainly has experience over in the UK in the STEM area. I thought it was interesting that this is a way for them to really connect and be more visible.
One of the themes for this year was the idea of the dream, and we're encouraging people to dream, but also that you have the dream, but then you do the dream, and or the dream you do. And it's given me something to think about as a Motorolan, and also in my position with the Motorola Foundation. And I think about my dream for all of this. It really is in those 300 locations where we have employees around the world. That really is my dream, that those people who are doing this, they're doing science, they're doing engineering, that they reach out into their communities and they become they become the example, if you will, but they become the friend in the business. Mm-hmm. And I really think that there are things that our employees can do at the grassroots levels. They can become catalysts. They can be a resource. They can be facilitators. They can be brokers. Mm-hmm. And they can be champions for the kind of work that is going on here, and the kind of excitement in the career field.
Mhm.
So when I think of the dream, that really is the dream that I have for this whole event and the movement. So, well, I think this is a great example of keeping the conversation going. And that's really what we hope to have happen here. Well, so let me thank you for participating and grabbing some time, first of all, to come here and visit with us today in Schaumburg and be part of this was very, very important for us. And your continued partnership, support, fellowship, and spirit about this is something that's very, very appreciated by all of us here at Maria. So
Thank you.
Thanks very much.